It does seem to be favoring him here, to be favoring the Night Elf. LawLiet has had the upper hand over Chaemiko for a long time now. Reflected also in their win rates against each other. 73% for LawLiet. 8th position in the global ELO rankings. 9th for Chaemiko. Very evenly matched. Our best of 5 grand final begins now on Amazonia. Mountain King first. Against Warden first. Alright. This grand final is starting off quite fun already. So Warden first is something that has been played quite a bit on this map recently, especially from Moon. Warden first, get level 2 quickly, pick up the items, and then harass the Archmage over and over. Make his life hell with Shadow Strike all the time. Against the Mountain King, it's gonna be a lot harder to do. MK, a lot more survivable. And he can fight back a lot better with a Stormbolt. Circlet is exactly what the Warden wanted here. Mana is what it's all about for the Warden. Gloves on the MK. Not even too bad with Bash, I guess. And LawLiet. We see the little dot moving. He did see it with a Wisp. Just a second ago, he saw the MK with a Wisp. MK took a bit of damage already. So, might be a valuable target or valid target for the Warden to focus on. This is, of course, very unusual. LawLiet going double Ancient of War hunts. LawLiet is ready to all in the enemy expansion when it's coming up. And that seems to be now. Oh! The footy pull fails! Oh my goodness. And the first footman goes down right away. One Wisp also gonna be falling. Oh, not quite. The Warden is in the main, harassing the peasants there. With Fan of Knives, she is doing economic damage. Blinked into the main as well, but didn't actually find any kills. Chaemiko safely creeping up the natural. That's gonna mean he's gonna get level 3. But now it's also nighttime, so the Warden can go into Shadow Meld if she wants. Oh, so many peasants really hurt. And of course the Hunter's Hall is finishing, and Huntresses will be coming out soon. Chaemiko needs to get ready for that attack soon. Also, he needs resources to just start this expansion, but he doesn't have the resources. Warden blinks out, gonna have to use the TP, dodges the Stormbolt. The Scourge, the Scroll of the Beast. Not the best find here for Chaemiko by any means. This is actually the worst item he could have found. Alright, but somehow there is enough lumber for Chaemiko. I thought this might be a little bit more difficult for him, but here we go. Expansion coming up. But hunts should be on the way. Yep. And the archer was creeping in the meantime. The Mountain King, at this point, of course, very, very strong. Goes for the boots and the dust. Would be able to take out archers very easily. Blink, fan. Oh, he doesn't hit the one peasant. Was out of range or didn't have vision. One of the two. The Warden has a telestaff, but that could be cancelled by a bash. Very close now to level 3. Big delay here of the expansion. Stormbolt, bash. Ooh, wait a minute. This Warden is in trouble. Has to dodge the next Stormbolt, I guess. Blinks away, and with that she should be safe. MK with the boot still chasing. Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Can he get her? No. Big vision advantage here for LawLiet. He's got ultra vision, which is very nice to have. Oh, and he steals the Shredder! With the Wisp. If LawLiet gets level 3 and then attacks with like 5 hunts and a Shredder, this is gonna be a tough hold. Thank you very much, Sonata number 8 with a 3-month resub says, love you all, keep up the great work. Thank you very much. Bash on the Shredder. Oh my god, dude. He's bringing the Wisp for the repair. This is all gonna be wasted damage. Oh, that is a heartbreaker. Bash, he needs to get this kill on the Shredder. Needs to kill the Shredder, and he will. But they came at a price. He lost a lot of HP in the meantime. Warden is about to hit the level 3. Stormbolt is ready. We have 2 more Stormbolts here. Throws it on the Warden. Not taking too much follow-up damage. Oh, the Bash though. MK also losing a lot of HP. Pump fake on the Stormbolt maybe. Trying to force the blink, and he does. Nicely done. Warden now 1 kill away from level 3. 2 APs coming at the expansion. So hard to deal with these Huntresses here. Dude, imagine if the Wisps for repair had been faster to repair that Shredder. Chaemiko reeling. Oh. Is he gonna use the dust? Oh my god, he used the dust! Are you kidding me? MK almost dies! He dies to the creeps! Oh my goodness. What a sick read though to use the dust right there. And that is the GG. The MK first doesn't quite work out. I think he was trying to counter the Warden with the MK. If I read that situation right. But that did not quite work out. Brilliant choice by LawLiet to jump into the main, delay the income there by so much, kill some peasants, buy the time for the Huntress transition. And in that early game, dealing with like 5 hunts is really hard for human. If you have level 2 water elementals, sure, but without it, very hard to do. Even the Shredder was a cool touch. The tiniest of mistakes by LawLiet bring the Wisps for repair a little too late, but all in all, just a tremendous game, and whew, LawLiet shows up in force on map 1. AZ is kind of the Night of favored map anyways, so maybe Chaemiko giving this one up doesn't bother him too much. That makes me wonder, what did he veto? Concealed Hill can also be a tough human map, but Chaemiko is really good at expanding there safely. The best in the world, probably. Echo Isles, that's a really good MK first map. And Chaemiko has been looking pretty good with that MK first on Echo. Last Refuge. Did he veto Autumn Leaves? He may have vetoed Autumn Leaves. We'll find out over the course of the series. I was not given the information of what the vetoes are here, unfortunately. But Autumn Leaves would kind of make sense. For the next map, it's going to be Chaemiko's choice. This one should suit him much, much better. Northern Isles would probably be the one he likes to play the most, but that's oftentimes also vetoed by the Night Elf. It is neither of those maps. I'm quite surprised to see this one. No, never mind. I'm not surprised. I had it confused. It is Tidehunters, which has been looking really good for humans lately. It's a very safe early creeping towards level 2 and a pretty easy expansion for the human to take as well. Late game, it has a lot of narrow positions, which are pretty good. Yeah, this makes sense. We have seen other Night Elves like Foggy try to play a Warden here before, but I would assume LawLiet to go for a Keeper. Go for a Keeper, creep level 3, and then kill a million footies. And possibly go for a Tinker Second. Tinker Second very popular on this map for how you can push with a Pocket Factory or also creep with a Pocket Factory and then retrain into cluster rockets in the late game. Two base play is what we're expecting here, with the human expanding faster, but the Night Elf on the other hand teching faster and then having hero level advantage. If everything goes according to plan, and so far it's looking standard, of course.
A player's forces are under
Level 3 is going to be a crucial turning point for both players. For Archmage and Keeper, both level 3 is a huge power spike. Especially for the Keeper, who can almost one-shot footies with that entangle. I like the Moonwell between the bases. And Chaemiko creeping up very quickly. Calls the Militia swiftly. Taking out the first orange and then going towards the natural right away. And we're going to have the fast expansion. Starting in a bit. LawLiet has to multitask to make sure the footy doesn't kill too many wisps in the main. And that seems to work out pretty well. Clears the natural here. Super quick does LawLiet. Which means you can expand on the spot, but you sometimes still want to build it proxy. Just so it's harder to access for the human.
A player's forces are under attack.
Double Gloves of Haste for the Archmage is not the best. But at least it's not double ring, eh? Speaking of which, Keeper with a double ring. That's very unlucky. Oh, look at that Water Elemental block. Oh my god. That was sick by Chaemiko. Denying the Keeper the way in towards the expansion, towards the peasants. Every peasant that falls here is going to slow down the human by a little. And one peasant is certainly going down. But only one. I mean, only two. Two peasants. Only falling, that is totally fine. And the creeping continues here on both sides with some of the small camps. Again, level 3. A crucial level up for both. And is the level 3 for the Keeper. He took out a green camp, he takes out a footy. And... oh, stream. Don't leave us now, please. Archmage is checking the natural, sees no expansion there. And this is why oftentimes you want to expand proxy, because this expo position is so easy to attack, so easy to cancel. But now that the Keeper is level 3, he can go on a hunt. Quite easy now for him to take out the footies, depending on how much mana he has. I think he doesn't have that much mana, actually. Never mind. He's got a good amount. Waiting for tier 2 to finish and to go for the second hero. Tinker is the norm nowadays here. Naga, though. Alright. No Tinker. Naga. Which lends itself very well to Night Elf triple hero. Keeper, Naga, Demon can be very strong in the late game with triple orb. But nowadays the meta is more about being ready early on tier 3 for the human death ball push. For the 70 supply push. Oh, he's gonna cancel the lore. Just with the water elemental. Very nice. Chaemiko finds the expo, but with the entangle against the water elemental, I think that should be a save. There's one more water elemental, but there's also one more entangle. LawLiet playing this really well so far. Very clean game by him. And a fast tier 3 by LawLiet. One lore in the bag. Might get cancelled. Could detonate some wisps. Oh yeah, that's a nice play. Drains the little bit of mana that is necessary here. Oh, the footman still trying to get this cancelled. The TP might be needed. Ooh. Not quite. But it's more footies going down. And that's also LawLiet getting more experience. And soon we'll be going into bears. And all the footies are dying, as is the case so often. But all this mana that was used on the Keeper, all these entangles, did cost a lot of moon juice. And as you can see from the clock at the top, it's almost daytime. Tier 2 is finished for Chaemiko. Is he gonna go for the 70 supply? Death Ball push. That is kind of what we're used to seeing nowadays. Either Blood Mage or MK or Panda second. And then Rifles, Priests, Breakers. And push. Archmage again looking for a bit more damage. Would love to cancel the Entangled. But the Keeper movement from LawLiet is just excellent. He's always where he needs to be. He's also got the Telestaff to teleport across the map. LawLiet going for a Shredder. Creeping up the lab, level 2 on the Naga. Sobi Mask. Pretty good. Fork Lightning, not the craziest spell, but having more of them, still good. Chaemiko is doing a good job finding as much damage as he can. He knows this is always a suicide mission, especially for his footies. But he's trying to slow down the creeping, he's trying to get some kills. He took out one archer. It's gonna come at a price again, though. He keeps the rings, which is interesting. I mentioned earlier, Demon Hunter can be really good, but in this meta, I'm not sure it's the best choice. Like, first, maybe go up to like 70 supply, and then once you feel secure, then go Demon Hunter. But the second hero is the Blood Mage, so a Demon Hunter third wouldn't even be that necessary. Against a Mountain King, having a Blood Mage, having a Demon Hunter especially, is really good. Or against a Panda. Chaemiko able to creep up a little bit, but really not much. LawLiet is keeping the pressure on and is making sure that he's the one creeping up the map, and LawLiet now has a huge experience lead. Level 3 and 2, about to get 4 and 3 on his heroes. Gonna get the next big item as well over at the marketplace, the consumable. Chaemiko with 54 supply, he is producing, he is pumping into upkeep, but LawLiet can follow him here momentarily. LawLiet at 50 himself already, getting more Moonwells. Normally the Blood Mage is the best when he can use his Siphon against enemy heroes. So that means the best against enemy melee heroes, because they're always in range. I would have preferred to see an MK or Panda here. I think especially Panda can be really good. Panda with tier 3. But Chaemiko oftentimes plays a much more aggressive style. He doesn't want to play it slow. He doesn't want to go up to 80 supply. He doesn't want to go tier 3. He's trying to push right now with only around 60. Bears taking some damage, but they are going to make it back to the main. 62 supply for Chaemiko now. LawLiet should be pretty close behind. And every bear that comes out now is super valuable. Every single one has double rejuve. He's going Potom third. Oh, wow. Okay. Very good orb carrier, of course. Along with the keeper. Alright, and this is the push. Chaemiko committing hard with the towers, with the peasants. He's not taking tier 3 behind this. He's not creeping much. This is all in. When does LawLiet feel the need to try to bust out of this contain? 70 supply for him. More bears are on the way. It's a really cool shop here. Trying to block the entrance. Going to make it hard for the bears to properly connect to do damage. Oh, the first Flame Strike is hitting nicely. The bears all feeling the pain from the burn. But it's only level 1 Flame Strike. It doesn't do that much DPS. One bear does go down. More bears are slowed. And there's no shop yet. There's no staff yet. Wait, there's a shop. Never mind. There's a shop, but there's no staff. That does seem like a bit of a mistake by LawLiet. Not having that staff yet. Alright, 2 towers are up now. But 2 towers is not the end of the world. LawLiet could certainly break this. The difficulty more is to engage into this army properly. Having the shop here and the peasants actually helps out tremendously. Oh, and the Blood Mage gets level 3. That's a big deal. Thanks to the 2 bear kills, he got the level 3 here. Would have loved to see a second shot by LawLiet to get that triple orb out. That's a nice thing about the triple ranged hero. You can play this slowly, you don't have to commit in with the bears too much, you can just keep poking away with the orb. But he's only got 1 orb so far. Orb of Venom has a 2-minute cooldown in the shop. Takes a long time until the second one becomes available. Chaemiko is inching forward. If the bears commit, then of course he's going to kite back with a slow. Alright, LawLiet now has a second orb. That is a lot more damage now. Double Orb of Venom. 2 more minutes until he's got the third orb. I really like this Potom. A Demon Hunter would have not worked at all here. Would have just gotten slowed and taken too much damage because of his melee nature. Yeah, this is super smart. LawLiet again. I think LawLiet has the best micro in the world out of all the elves, actually. Which was visible also lately against Happy, for example, in the ESL Open Cup Europe. It's so smart that he's not just going in with the bears, he's going triple ranged hero and he's poking slowly. He's very patient. Most Night Elves here would just be running in with the bears and hope for the best. But LawLiet is trying to be careful, playing this very cautiously. And getting a lot of free damage in the meantime. This Orb of Venom damage stacks up really fast. Of course, we do have priests to heal against it. But especially once there's triple orb. It's gonna be hard to out-heal all that damage. Oh, 1 bear. Checking things out over at the expansion. Alright. Oh, a great flame strike once again. Oh my god, so much damage against the bears. And now we have a lot of towers over here. This is starting to become really problematic to break for LawLiet. He's supply blocked as well. Finally taking out these peasants. Moonwell Juice still looking okay. It's daytime soon though. And once it's daytime, things are gonna get a lot tougher for the Night Elf. Oh, Flame Strike again. We've seen a few beautiful Flame Strikes this game. I'm sure if he has set a third orb already. I think he definitely needs that third orb on the Naga. The bears are running away. They're escaping. Oh, the shop is going down. LawLiet, you need to buy the third orb. Bottom level 2. Doesn't really make a big difference. LawLiet has to TP over towards the expansion. The Naga might be going down. She did die. Oh my goodness. There's another shop at the expansion, so he can go for an Orb of Venom there. But Chaemiko's slow choking out of LawLiet here. It seems to be working. An early push with only around 60 supply. Setting up towers, setting up a shop. He's gonna kill the main. Wow. It seemed like Chaemiko was in serious trouble after this early game.
A player's forces are under attack.
But the base push works. Is there a way back into this game for LawLiet? Chaemiko now has all the time in the world. Could easily go tier 3 now. Go for triple hero. Go for master training. Oh, LawLiet also only has 1 Ancient of Lore, so he can't remake too many bears. Well, I guess he doesn't have too much income anymore anyways.
A town is under siege. Forces are under attack.
Really good game by Chaemiko. Alright, LawLiet finally has the triple orb. That is some serious damage. It's Gonna be an expo for an expansion. Traded, but Chaemiko... He still got the main base. Double heal scroll, TP, Archmage level 4. 70 supply for Chaemiko. LawLiet without income anymore. This is perhaps a base race now. At the moment, LawLiet only has 5 buildings. He needs to make some new ones. LawLiet's gonna have to pull a rabbit out of the hat here. Still lots of gold on LawLiet. Could make a new Tree of Life over there if he wants. Yeah, and he does. Chaemiko has a ton of buildings still left. His entire main, of course, is still intact, and there's still this outpost of towers towards the enemy former main. What level's the keeper? Level 4. Yeah, that's the thing. When you play a triple hero, you never really get to ultimates. Maybe with Tranquility, LawLiet could try to keep up with the gold efficiency of the opponent. But here we go. TP home. Oh, kind of standing in the middle of all these bears. Archmage in trouble right away! The Archmage about to fall! Invul potion! No! He didn't use it! Invul must have been on the Blood Mage. Flame Strike comes in, but good dodge from the bears. They didn't take too much damage from this. It's still a much bigger army though for Chaemiko. Hero focus all the way. Everything is targeting the Blood Mage. But he's got the Invul potion. And I think Chaemiko should still have enough here. Even with losing the first hero. He's got such a big army now. Oh, the Blood Mage! A little too far forward. You gotta respect that triple Lord, man. But he gets level 5 even. Entangle, right clicks, Blood Mage might die, he does! Level 5 and 4. Chaemiko doesn't have an altar, so he has to go for a Tavern Revive. Oh, but he's supply blocked! He's of course supply blocked, he can't remake these units. He can't remake the heroes. Oh my god, playing StarCraft now. But he still has a lot of units left. It might still be enough for Chaemiko. It should still be enough for Chaemiko. All the units for LawLiet are going down. It's getting some return kills, but... the bears, the archers, all falling. Just so many breakers. Too many for LawLiet to deal with, it seems. They're both ultra supply blocked, so they can't remake any units. Alright, LawLiet's got 1 building left. This is the one. This is the Moonwell. Oh no, there's one more over here. Making Ancient of War. Where'd the Naga staff? Oh, she staffed at the Moonwell. Whoops! That's the staff away. Alright, Chaemiko's gonna tie up this grand final. But hell, if LawLiet isn't trying. GG now with 1 building left. And Chaemiko needs the map that he needs to win. His map choice, Tidehunters. Goes to him, the human. Equalizes. Yeah, that's very important. Tying up the series here. Otherwise, it gets extremely difficult if it's a 2-0 lead for LawLiet. Having to win 3 maps then in a row would be a very tall order. And yeah, Tidehunters looking really good for the humans lately. Seems like that's their new comfort pick. Oh, I was thinking about the vetoes earlier. Chaemiko probably vetoed Last Refuge, right? Because of how hard it can be to deal with the Beastmaster. Almost all the humans prefer not to face that style. If it is in the pool, I wouldn't be surprised to see LawLiet picking it here. Otherwise, Concealed Hill can also be a pretty good map. And the rest, I would consider pretty balanced. Who's going to win the next map now? Who's going to take match point? As mentioned earlier, LawLiet has a great track record against Chaemiko, basically winning the last 6 matches between the two, with the exception of one match in between where he was playing random. This is the second grand final appearance for LawLiet in the Smile Cup. Last time it was Lin ending his conquest when he was beaten by Lin with 1-3. But he got his revenge today in the semifinal and in what was a very strong showing against Lin. LawLiet with a 3-0 made short work of the best orc of all time. Map number 3. This is going to be the opportunity for one of them here to pull ahead and take the match point for a third set. The map is Concealed Hill. And I really like this map in general, but also I feel like this should be a pretty even affair. A lot of humans shudder at the thought of Concealed Hill because of how hard the expansion can be to creep against a harassing keeper. But Chaemiko is really good at creeping it safely. LawLiet not going for the green camp creep, by the way. You can actually creep both camps at the same time, with the Keeper creeping the green and the Archer and Ancient of War creeping the orange. And then you get level 2 right away, and you can sip up from the Moonwells and then go to Harass. LawLiet very much deliberately not doing it. Interesting.
A player's forces are under attack.
On this map specifically, we have been seeing some Night Elves play very aggressive lately, with a Huntress opening, trying to punish the fact that the expansion is hard to creep and for that reason coming up late. LawLiet is trying to catch the footy, but he's not quite getting him. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. Does get him in the end. Gloves of Haste for the Keeper is mediocre. I feel like we haven't been seeing many claws and circlets at all this tournament. It's been like gloves and rings all the time. It's level 2 now for the Keeper of the Grove. Can it be time to sip up from the Moonwells? But Chaemiko, look at the speed of this expansion creep. He knows the Keeper was busy in the north. Good movement from the footy. He knows he has time. And whereas in the past, Chaemiko would oftentimes creep the expansion super late during nighttime, this time he knows he's got a clear window here to creep this camp before the Keeper has time to arrive. Love the adjustment here by Chaemiko. Trying to creep this as fast as he can. And LawLiet not even coming into harass right away. I think there wouldn't have been much anyway he could do here, with most of the camp dead already. And that's the Keeper now, very close to level 3. Oh my god, is that an AP? I think that's an AP. What the hell?
A player's forces are under attack.
The vision range of the farm isn't quite enough to see that AP. Ooh, the Archmage. Oh my god, dude. This AP just barely coming up without getting scouted.
The town is under siege.
Archmage now staffing in, trying to protect the peasants. This looks like a double Ancient of War Hunt Solid, doesn't it? Tower cancelled. Expansion super delayed. There's no dust here, so I could even block the building of the expo with like an Invis Shadow Meld. One Archer goes down. Oh, but a lot of peasants are very hurt over here. The Hunts that are saved can easily heal up at the fountain, which is tremendous to have as well. And with Shadow Meld gonna be protected. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. It's doing quite rough here. Good deny there, but More and more hunts are coming, and this AP just finished. Keeper's completely out of mana, though. Oh, and he is teching behind it. It's not a mass hunts all in. It's just a bit of AP Huntress pressure. Aha! Normally APs aren't so strong in attacking human main bases, because as you can see, you know, everything's fortified armor, and militia support so close to the main is always very strong.
The town is under siege.
But this is a big delay of the expo. And LawLiet's gonna try to get some more kills over here. Normal damage from the hunts working well against the peasants.
A player's forces are under attack.
Keeper target fire could be a bit better, but it's working out well enough, I guess. 2 more peasants go down. Expansion delayed again. Another peasant should fall.
The town is under siege.
Oh, that huntress might be lost. Archmage could try to take that one out. AP working on the farm. That's a late expansion. That's a very late expo. I think this would be the perfect game for a Keeper second for LawLiet. I mean, not Keeper second. Panda second. Panda second. Creep him up to 3. Go tier 3 with bears and then do a bear bust. At 50 supply. But no. Not gonna go all in here. LawLiet ready to counter expand. That one almost finished already. May have to go for Nature's Blessing. But it is the Panda. And here you see why the AP isn't so good in the main. Because it gets taken out very fast by footies and peasants. But did cause a bit of distraction. And LawLiet again going after the peasants. Weather Fire comes in, 1 more peasant goes down, but Arcane Tower's ready. Doesn't want to lose all of his mana to the Arcane.
A player's forces
The lures are coming. Keeper should be pretty close to 3 now, I think. And that's, of course, as we all know, super effective against the footmen always. Is that level 3? Not quite yet. Oh, without the Archmage here to defend, I think he could attack pretty easily, right? Go for more peasant kills. Ooh, baby. Next Breath of Fire is gonna hurt. Ah, where is it? Actually, pretty solid defense. A couple of peasants going down now. But I think this attack is still good. You want to get value out of the hunts while you can. Oh, the panda might be getting stuck here. Not quite surrounded. Alright. At long last, with a lot of losses, Chaemiko has finally secured the expansion. And he's halfway to tier 2. Nature's Blessing is on the way, but it's still taking a little bit. Alright, now it's time for Chaemiko to finally be the aggressor himself. Invul, heal scroll, run across the map. He knows the creeping is happening there. Ooh, this is crucial seconds right now. Crucial seconds for LawLiet. He wants to creep this as fast as he can. Clear out the natural before the opponent arrives. Oh, but the footies are here already. Level 2 treants, not level 2 entangle. Makes dealing with these footies a lot harder. Oh, a surround on one of the first dryads. And the dryad goes down right away. He does have abolish already though, so water elementals can be dispelled. And another dryad falls. Oh my god, Archmage level 4. He doesn't have enough dryads to deal with all these water elementals. Surround as well on the keeper. Jesus Christ. Once around after the next. Heal scroll, maybe? Did he use it already? TP over to the expansion. That was smart. Clearing out the remaining creeps. Finally. Oh, and there's the heal scroll. All the footies pretty damn healthy again. Panda needs to start putting in some right clicks. I think LawLiet has been target firing a bit too much. Could have just done a few more right click damage this game with the Keeper and Panda both.
Town is under siege.
Double Sanctum coming. Chaemiko getting ready to go into breakers, casters. Doesn't want to go too much into rifles here, it seems, against the Panda. That makes sense. Entangle gold mine cancelled. It's a big delay of the mining here. Alright. LawLiet finally cleans up this attack. But this was a big delay and quite costly as well. Some Dryads died, some Hunts died. Oh, nice deny. Panda's about to hit level 3. Can easily get it here from the green camps or from the merchant. What's the second hero for Chaemiko? Would certainly expect a Blood Mage here. Yeah, there he is. And LawLiet knows the push is coming soon. Really soon. Chaemiko up at 50 supply. Ready to go into upkeep at a moment's notice. The good thing here for LawLiet in the defense is going to be it's much more open space around his natural, so it's going to be a lot harder for Chaemiko to bring in peasants and build like a wall and set up towers and make it hard for the bears to engage. Blood Mage also not having the easiest time here creeping. He can take out the lab, yes, but what's the next camp for him? The middle red would be very dangerous. Oh, and LawLiet with a great timing. Gets a bit more free experience. Takes that Water Elemental and says thank you. And now he's level 4-3. And we're once again in a long nighttime here, so again, vision advantage. With Ultra Vision. Does he even have Ultra Vision? I think so, right?
A player's forces are under attack.
LawLiet now power creeping. Gonna get the next big item from the middle. Catgut's Pipe, probably the best. Claws plus 12. Is okay on the Keeper. Not much more than that, though. Alright, here we go. Blood Mage gets level 2. And he's got the Ivory Towers again. Looks like he's trying to push into the Night Elf main. Or is he trying to expand up here? That could be another attempt, trying to go 3 base, but no. He is gonna push towards the main base. We have Mountain Giants coming, and an Ancient of Wind. No bears at all. Interesting. Dragon hates Breath of Fire comes in the first time, but Siphon Mana and the Panda is completely dry. Needs to get back to the Moonwells and will have to go for an anti-magic potion next. LawLiet looking for reinforcements, trying to buy time for the Mountain Giants. Chaemiko on 70 supply. Towers are coming up already. Mountain Giants with upgrades don't care about towers much. But the Mortar Team is a very good addition here to put damage on the base right away. You don't want to lose these Moonwells too easily. They are your source of recovery. And nighttime is about to be over, by the way. One more breaker. Oh my god, are you serious? Doesn't quite go down. But LawLiet's doing a good job here. Catching out reinforcements and buying time for himself. Once he's got like 4 MGs, it's gonna get a little bit stressful for Chaemiko dealing with all of that meat. Or, I guess, stone.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
First mountain giant might be getting surrounded, but should be staffed out. There's a shop. Does he have a staff? Doesn't have a staff yet. There's not much here that does damage against mountain giants, and Chaemiko's going to TP out. Okay. What you want against MGs is, of course, knights. But no tier 3 means no knights. So, what's plan B now for Chaemiko? I think he has to go tier 3, right? It makes no sense to try to go for that push again, when there's just simply more MGs than there were before. And probably more upgrades as well for LawLiet. Thank you very much, Burrow Rush, with an 9-month resub, says good morning. Thank you, thank you. Well, I would love to creep up some more. Taking the panel to level 4 or level 5, especially level 5, of course, would be tremendous. We have some gyros starting to come in against the fairies, but LawLiet has the gyro counter already with the panda.
The town is under siege.
And here we see more upgrades coming. More fairies as well. Would love to see some hippogriffs being added in. Alright, there we see the tier 3. Master training, frag shards, knights. No third hero? Normally you definitely want to have a healer as a third hero. Either Pally or Alchemist.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think I'd love to see Alchemist here, especially against the panda. Oh, at the fountain. Mountain giants at the fountain are pretty much unkillable. Scourge Bone Chime is actually pretty good for the MGs. They don't do much damage, but just having a bit of extra regen on them is actually pretty good. Keeper gets to level 5. That one doesn't make that much of a difference. Would love to have that rather on the panda. But it is what it is. More water elementals, more experience. Gets a mortar team there for free. Unless there's a staff. Oh. Dispel. A bit too late. And he's just playing without a third hero. Huh. Maybe Chaemiko feels the third hero would just be dead weight anyways. Being underleveled. This late into the game, a level 1 hero doesn't do that much, that's true. But even heal spray level 1 can be pretty good. Flame Strike is actually one of the best ways of chewing through Mountain Giant HP. Because they don't have damage reduction, they have status resistance, which means stuns and debuffs last a shorter time. But not spell damage. Does less damage. Staff out on the MGs. Fairy Dragons doing decent damage, but they are getting taken out over time. This is a great position here for Chaemiko. Behind the choke point here. And the frag shards, mortar teams, if they connect towards the Dryads, do good damage. Flame Strike coming in again. Big heal scroll by Chaemiko. Everything is dropping low here for LawLiet. He's sending back to the fountain. That's really cool. Making use of the free healing on this map, and he's able to force the TP out of Chaemiko. Panda got level 5. And now every little kill adds up, stacks up, and gets them closer to ultimates. Keeper and Panda ultimates both are crazy good. The Mountain Giants, boys, they're back. Ever since the nerf, almost all Night Elves were in agreement that they were unplayable. But LawLiet once again leading the way, showing how it's done, even with the newly nerfed Mountain Giants. Wait a minute. Didn't he have a shop yet? Did he lose the shop? Where's the keeper?
A player's town is under attack.
Show me the keeper. Does he have an orb? $79 supply. Yeah, there's an orb. Okay. So I guess he lost the shop at some point. Mountain Giants with the sticks in their hands. Good siege damage. We do have 2 bears now, so the slow can certainly be very effective against them. But just for a bit of roar, these bears provide so much more damage. Definitely worth it, I would say. Just don't want to go too heavy on the bears, maybe. Level 3 Breath of Fire against the gyros. We see how impactful it is, but they still take out the fairies quickly. Oh, nice Flame Strike. That one hit really well. But so did the Drunken Haze Breath of Fire. Oh my god. Huge damage in the backline from the Panda's AoE. I'm not sure if there is thingamajig. Heal Scroll. LawLiet saying, alright, you take this one. He TP's out. I think nothing died right there, with the exception of a few fairy dragons. LawLiet may need some hippogriffs. Double mana potion on the panda. Also anti-magic potion is I think what he needs. Run in with the panda, and upon first siphon mana, use the anti-magic. And then on the second one, you can maybe even go for an invul potion. 1,000 gold on Chaemiko. Wow. Seems like he's been trading very efficiently here these last couple of minutes. And now it's going to be about the third base. In the middle on the high ground, whoever claims this base will win this game. And Chaemiko starting off with towers. Knights, Inner Fire, Gyros. It's pretty much the perfect late game army for Chaemiko, with the exception that he only has dual hero. That could be better, I guess. Third attack upgrade for LawLiet. That paired with Roar. It's a lot of DPS, but the Roar could just get stolen. And especially the Dryads in this late game. Not really that impressive anymore. Panda level 4.2. He still takes a long time to get that level 3. Oof. Breath of Fire doing plenty of damage here. Does he have a staff? I guess he must. Yeah. Let's have it. Chaemiko gonna go for the attack. Only one Hippogriff. Seems like that might not be enough. Panda Breath of Fire. Where is it? That's the big spell. Where is it? Fairy Dragon's all taken out. Drunken Haze Breath of Fire. There it is. Big damage. Blood Mage in trouble. Has to be staffed out. He's healing and away at the main base for a long time here. I think LawLiet can kill the expansion right now. The natural. The high ground is too secured. But the natural should be an easy kill. And then we're back to one base again. Oh, this is a cool game. This is a great back and forth. And Chaemiko, he doesn't have enough gold anymore for the power build, by the way. More teams, though, doing damage as well quite quickly against these buildings of LawLiet in the main base. LawLiet trying to take out the expansion, then TP home. Triggers a TP as well by Chaemiko. Breath of Fire? No. Alright. Alright. This is really cool. Power build finally done. Took a while. LawLiet should have like, I don't know, 5,000 gold or something left at the natural. He's still got some time. Keeper should be fairly close to level 6. For the Panda, it still takes a while. Inner fire being applied absolutely everywhere. Oh. Panda getting ready. Drunken Ace, Breath of Fire. Big damage! Lots of gyros going down right away. Invis cast on the Blood Mage. Where are these anti-magic potions? He just... LawLiet's not getting any anti-magics on the Panda. That seemed like a bit of a mistake. Oh, Flame Strike was cancelled actually. He walks away because the Blood Mage was so hurt. Hippogriffs chasing after the air, after the gyros. But the towers here are a big help. Level 6 on the Keeper. Oh my god, that tranquility. Changes the flow of this battle, it seems like. LawLiet with 74 supply, pushing forward, getting siphoned again. Panda now completely dry. On the next Flame Strike, doing good damage against the Mountain Giants. This is a wonderful position for Chaemiko. LawLiet, is he perhaps overextending here? Panda getting more kills, getting more experience. The Water Elementals can't be dispelled anymore. The Droid's out of mana for now. Healed Scroll by Chaemiko. Everything healed up, including the Water Elemental, which would be more experienced. Panda is about to hit level 6. He needs only a few more kills right here. Archmage in trouble. No TP for him! Last second! Trying to run away. He's still revealed, but he gets away. Oh my god, the Dispel and the Invis. Barely saving the Archmage. The Night Kill is level 6. There it is. Keeper, though, low HP. Who's going to be forced to TP out first? Oh, the Archmage dies! To the Mana Flare! He tried to cast a Water Elemental. GG. Oh my goodness. LawLiet gets the win. That was a fun game. That was the best game I'd say so far of this grand final. LawLiet. 2-1 lead. Whew. And now, on match point, one map away from first place. More than $6,000 for first, also $4,000 for second place, so both are fairly well compensated here. Chaemiko now gonna have his map pick. So I think it's fair to assume that Last Refuge is vetoed. And Echo Isles. Probably, right? And Northern Isles, I mean. Probably, right? I would say. So it might be Echo and Autumn Leaves remaining. Although Northern Isles could be in the pool, but usually that's vetoed by the Night Elves. We'll find out in a bit. Chaemiko, what's he gonna do next? Echo Isles, Chaemiko pioneered again the MK first strategy, which worked well for a long time. Not always, but often. Especially against a Warden first. On Autumn Leaves, we should be expecting more Keeper play once again if we get there. I would, of course, love to see Last Refuge. I think it's always fun to see the Beastmaster pressure play against the human trying to defend. But it's very stressful to play against as the human. If you're playing against a really good Beastmaster player, it's super scary. For that reason, most humans, almost all humans, veto LR. And our fourth map is going to be Autumn Leaves. It is fall in our world, and it also is also fall season here on Autumn Leaves. Chaemiko's map choice. Preferring this one over Echo Isles, I guess it is. If that is the last map. Hopefully he can bring it back. and show us here a full 5-map series. We've had a 3-1 and a 3-0 today. Would be grand if this final could be brought all the way to a 5-mapper. The Mountain Giants kind of won that game for LawLiet, right? MG's super smart, work out super well against that push if you have time to go to them. And, of course, that has to be said, are by far the best on Concealed Hill. If you play MGs and don't have the bears and don't have the rejuve, it can be very hard to keep up with the healing. But on Concealed Hill, there are the heal fountains, and that makes things a lot easier. Thank you very much, Care, with a 10-month resub, says hype. LawLiet starting with the creep over at the merchant. I always like seeing that. It's an instant level 2 for the keeper.
A player's forces are under attack.
Costs a bit of wisp repair, but definitely seems to be worth it. Oh, did you see that mini play there by LawLiet? He walked the archer out of ensnare leash range to trigger the ensnare so that the treants don't end up getting ensnared. And the wisp also. Woo, that's super cool. Circlet and gloves for the keeper. He's going to be showing up quite strongly here right away with level 2. LawLiet scouting with the wisp where the human is going. Sees he's not over at the natural, but rather going to the corner expansion. And LawLiet not moving south to try to harass this. Oh wow, he's just creeping super quickly. He might be able to get a super fast level 3. Merchant into green into natural is enough for level 3. Oh my god, the keeper's items. Did you see? He's got circlet, gloves, and claws. Ooh, baby. He's gonna be really strong. Archmage also creeping up quickly. He's also gonna get level 3 here. And then the question is what's stronger? Level 2 Watch Elementals? Or... well, I guess it could be either. Treants level 2 or Entangle level 2. I gotta say, I always much prefer Entangle level 2. Especially against footies. Cloak and Tome of Strength. These drops, not so great. To be honest, for harassing the expansion right now, maybe Treants are better. Even though I usually prefer Entangle. LawLiet's gonna have to choose which skill to go for here in a moment as he finishes the natural. Gets to level 3. Okay, and it is Treants level 2. Wants to have that level 2 Entangle. Look at the right clicks from the keeper. They hurt quite a bit. Footies chasing after the archers. They're going to force them away from the natural. Chaemiko was trying to make sure that the expansion wasn't coming up too quickly. LawLiet may have to go for his own pair of boots here to keep up with the move speed of the Archmage. Not too many peasants going down though. 3 peasants. Not the end of the world. Oh, and look at that scout from the footies. Wow. Sees the expansion right away. The keeper is the one with the telestaff, though. Archmage cannot join this right now. And this might not quite be enough, then. Get the cancel here. Yeah, definitely not. Unless the Archmage can show up. The Archmage is coming in. But there is more entangles. I think that's enough, actually. Yeah. Archmage has some good bonus damage here as well, and that's a big move. The first big move here going towards Chaemiko. Did cost a couple of footies, but honestly, 3 footmen, not the end of the world. Archmage losing some HP here. That's relevant. That means the next cancel is going to be a lot harder to get. Oh! Ancient of War. Giving him a little smack as well. A little schmack, as Sean Connery would say. Oh. Good block there from the elemental. Keeper almost out of mana. He's got one more entangle. Tier 2 is going to be finished. What's the second hero? Is it going to be Panda again? The Panda certainly worked out well earlier. And indeed, we got the Panda once more. I gotta say, I'm not the biggest fan of Blood Mage second on the human side anymore. I feel like you lose too much momentum in the mid game. I feel like Panda second and tier 3 and possibly a Blood Mage third for human can be much better. It's certainly much cooler, but then again, Blood Mage with Flame Strike can also be really good, especially against bears. Rune Bracers on the Panda is a bit of a useless item.
Players' forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
And there's no counter expansion in sight for LawLiet. He's starting to fall behind far in gold. Going for tier 3 really fast. Only one Ancient of Lore so far also.
Players' forces are under attack.
I think this game's looking pretty good for Chaemiko. He's scouting everywhere. He's making sure that there's no expansion coming up. And he knows he's going to have a big supply lead soon, probably. Getting ready for the human death ball once again. Keeper trying to hunt down the footies. He's fairly close now to level 4. The Panda still needs a bit for 3. Tier 2 is finished. It is the Blood Mage again. Double Sanctum.
A player's forces are under attack. Is under siege.
Wait. Did he sell the TP? LawLiet? Maybe it's on the Keeper. Yeah, the Panda, I mean. And the Keeper's still on the chase, trying to kill as many footies as he can.
A player's forces are
One
under
more
attack.
entangle. Alright, LawLiet this game. No counter expansion up, and soon it's gonna be too late.
The town is under siege.
I wouldn't say it's too late already. The time is running out. What? Why did you use Rejuve there?
A player's forces are under attack.
Well, I guess he's gonna have plenty of Rejuve to work with anyways. Big creep for Chaemiko. What did he get? Wand of the Wind. Can be good, I guess. Against Dryads, though, sometimes ends up being rather useless. Alright, here's a counter expo by LawLiet. LawLiet has to get up to 50 and then take a decent fight. LawLiet needs to force an engagement before Chaemiko has his full army assembled.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's got 0 Dryads, right? It's just archers into bears. So, in fact, the Wand of the Wind is going to be really good. A little bit more creeping here for Chaemiko. Is he going to get level 2 Blood Mage from this? Oh yeah, barely enough. That's nice for him. Panda getting the big healing potion, also pretty good. And LawLiet will still have to creep the top left gold mine to get his expo running. Will be scouted with a gyro. Zeppelin! Oh my god. Did he scout this?
A player's
Did you see this with the gyro? I don't think he did. This could do a lot of damage in the main. This could buy a lot of time for LawLiet. The thing is, he's still not mining, and he's still pretty far away from mining, in fact. Early Ancient of Wind. Chaemiko, of course, going to TP back home quickly. And he's at a 70 supply already. LawLiet seems to be in trouble. Yeah, TP back right away. LawLiet's going to have to TP himself. Trying to load up. Oh! Uh-oh! LawLiet! Ooh, Zeppelin goes down. Has to TP out. Somehow all the units survive. I was creeping with the archers at the same time. That's kind of cool. But I think it's... Expansion is just a bit too late. Just a bit too late. LawLiet has strong heroes, but here his forces just don't seem to be sufficient. Chaemiko with his big Deathball army running across the map and looking to tie up the series at a 2-2 to bring us to one last final map. Yeah, Blood Mage gonna get level 3 here as well. It seems rather grim, the prospect here for LawLiet to hold the expo. He didn't even start mining there yet. That just seems simply a bit too late. LawLiet not giving this up yet. Trying to build a big powerful army just off of one base. Keeper doing a bit of tree and harass, but between Militia and Arcane Tower, this is not gonna lead to too much. Chaemiko is pressing on, going forward. He's got the mortar team damage, he's got the big army. Almost 80 supply for the human. Muma's going down, also supply blocking LawLiet right now. Pana's level 4, he's got the big item. Okay, supply block at 50. 66 out of 50 supply right now. Ancient of Wind is also gonna fall. Oh, he doesn't even have an Orb of Venom yet. The Keeper doing hardly any damage here without this orb. LawLiet does have a pretty good army though, but can he rebuild it once he starts losing some units is the question. The Panda is not close to level 5 yet. And again, he doesn't have an anti-magic. Alright, in we go. The first Flame Strike hitting pretty nicely. Using the dust as well. Interesting. Aware that there could absolutely be some invis plays coming in. Perfect position for these fairies, by the way. Oh my goodness. With a fire. We have a Wand of the Wind, and it's just not enough damage. LawLiet, absolutely not enough damage to deal with this big human army. Fairy Dragons did cause some trouble, but will be taken out now. The only thing here that Chaemiko needs is more heal scrolls to counteract the damage of the flames of the Breath of Fire, and then he should be absolutely fine. Alright, that was a lot of damage right there, but there it is, the heal scroll. And he's got one more heal scroll after this. Available on the Blood Mage, as we can see. Siphon on the Panda, he's completely dry. Almost level 5. But not quite there. At this point, doesn't seem like it would be enough. Oh, he's even got the Regen scroll in the late game for a bit of healing over time as well, which is nice. There it is, that was the next heal scroll. Flame Strike, oof, doing good damage against these archers. Bears off to the side, they can't really heal, don't have enough mana, even on the new patch. Blood Mage level 4, very strong Siphon now, as well as a level 2 Flame Strike. One more breath comes in, but it's not enough. GG is called. Chaemiko ties it up and brings us to one last final map. Very fun to see. That's exactly what we want. And what's that gonna be? The choice is between Echo Isles, Last Refuge, and Northern Isles. Normally humans would veto LR, as I mentioned earlier, because of the Beastmaster. Normally Night Elves would veto Northern Isles, because of how strong fast expansion is there for human. So Echo Isles might be our last map. Unless there's an unconventional map ban that one of them went for. Very fun to see these two having such an even series here. And showing as well the growth of Chaemiko, how good he has gotten over the last couple of months. The last 6 encounters before this against LawLiet were losses, all of them. And many of those also were best of 5, where not once he was able to take 2 maps. Here already taking 2 maps, and now with a chance to take this whole tournament. Last map, if it's Echo Isles, could be pretty crazy. It could be an MK against a Warden, or an MK against a Demon Hunter, if LawLiet tries to blind counter a possible Mountain King. Very, very tense. Mind games between the two here as well. What are they going to anticipate? What are they going to try to counter? What is going to be the strategy for our last map? The decision of Smile Cup 3 happening now. Chaemiko versus LawLiet. It is on Echo Isles. Alrighty. LawLiet going for the Merc camp first. This can be a bit risky. If the human goes for a gamble, sends over a militia right away, he can cancel this Ancient of War early, but it comes at a risk, of course. If there's no Ancient of War there, you just wasted your time with the first peasant. What Chaemiko has been doing a lot lately on this map is go for MK first, instant expansion, and then harass. Oh, but it's Archmage this time. Is he anticipating a Demon Hunter? I think he might be. Some Night Elves recently have been playing Demon Hunter first to try to hard counter the MK first. That has been becoming popular on Echo. But here, it's the Warden. And I think LawLiet is going to be very satisfied with this. Seeing the Warden shaping up, matching up, I should say, against an Archmage. And he is going to get away with the Warden creeping the Merc camp first. Footy is going to be scouting and harassing this. And I've seen Chaemiko before being able to steal quite a few last hits from these Merc camps.
A player's forces are under attack.
And if he gets just one single last hit steal, that means the Archmage will be level 2 right away after creeping the natural. LawLiet is the master of creeping. Trying to take out the big creeps first. Shadow Priest could be stolen here. But LawLiet gets it actually. LawLiet gets all the big last hits from the camp and going Shadow Strike and Fan. I like that. So the Archmage will not be level 2 right away. Oh, wow. The Warden using all of her mana to get that experience there. Alright. I guess she was committed anyways. With the first Shadow Strike. Talisman of Evasion. Not the greatest. Oh, and LawLiet going for a super early expansion. Expecting Chaemiko to fast expand, but he's not doing it. He's pulling back the peasants. Wait. Is he going for a tower push?
Players' forces are under attack.
What is going on here? This is not looking great for Chaemiko right now. He doesn't have an expo coming. He's only level 1 Archmage. And we already got a Shadow Priest. Focus fire on the AM right away. On level 1, he's really squishy. Chaemiko. What is this? What is this?
Forces are under attack.
Lumber mill? Well, I guess that must be a tower push then, right? Like this, that's the only way. That's the only thing you can do now. Boots, dust. And tower push it is, I guess. Alright. Alright, boys. Wait, 2 peasants are walking south? Are they trying to expand behind a tower push? This is so weird. What the hell is even going on this game? Double Shadow Priest. Oh boy. Warden gets level 3. Level 2 Fan of Knives at the perfect moment. And LawLiet is so ready. He's got a lot of mercs. He's got Warden 3. He's got Ancients of War coming up. Archmage is level 1. Chaemiko's trying to expand behind this? What is this crazy game? He's trying to fake a tower push to trigger LawLiet to cancel his expansion. And to be fair, it worked. A fake tower push. Who does this? Thank you, Elgatua with a 59-month resub, says GG. And here's Bimbo with a 54-month resub. That is the weirdest strat I've seen in a long time. A fake tower push into a backup expansion. But LawLiet realized it quickly. Archmage finally level 2, man. That took a long time. That's like something like a 1200 MR player would do on ladder. You know? At first I'm gonna act as if I'm fast expanding, and then I'm gonna fake a tower push, and then I'm gonna expand behind it. But hey, it works out, I guess. The thing is, the Warden got a lot of experience already. And Warden level 6 on this map is almost a death sentence. There's no lab here on this map to protect your peasants as the human against the Warden. Thank you very much, Mr. Snow, 23-month resub. And Chaemiko is still so weak. He's only got a level 2 Archmage. He only has a handful of footies. He doesn't have merc support. The tower is taken out. That's a lot of peasants going down. Oh boy. Oh boy. We'll have to TP out now. Oh, but the expansion isn't done yet. Just missing like 5 seconds or something. Nice reaction, by the way, by LawLiet to quickly realize this was just a fake tower push. And then he cancelled double Ancient of War. He started the tech, cleared the natural, expand on the spot. And he realized how strong he still was with the mercs. And looked for some damage. And damage he did do for sure. Triple Shadow Priest, and Chaemiko sees there's no way to win this anymore. Calls for the GG. And our winner is LawLiet. 3-2 for LawLiet. He improves on his previous performance of Smile Cup 2, where he was in the final and fell to Lin. This time LawLiet claims first place of Smile Cup 3, more than $6,000. And our best player of this tournament.